Hey guys, I've gotten some responses and questions and discussions in the last few weeks with people about occurrences of binging or people that suspect they're possible bingers, even to the point of having binge eating disorder. Um, so I just thought I would shoot an updated video out there. I've done a video on binging a couple months ago, and I just felt it was time for something a little more updated. I'm going to just ask a few questions, answer them to yourselves. This isn't for the world to see unless you want them to. Do you plan to overeat? Do you ever pre-plan what you're going to eat, where you're going to eat it, how you're going to eat it? Do you consume large quantities of food in a short period of time alone? Do you feel guilty or ashamed or alone after you've consumed 10,000 calories in a couple hours? If you've answered yes to any of those questions, you probably want to just do a little bit of reading on binge eating. And all of this is just in an effort to help you along in your weight loss journey. Everybody's journey is different. It is a very personal journey. Your accountability really just lies within yourself. And I find this community and this environment a way for us to all express our accountability to each other, but the bottom line is you hold your own accountability. So I have helped a couple people, at least I hope I've helped a couple people who suspect they are bingers, and I just wanted to let anybody else know that I'm happy to be a resource for you. I am not an expert. I am not a therapist. I have no professional training in this whatsoever. All I can say is I'm recovering from binge eating disorder. I am 6 months recovering from binge eating disorder. I have a unique situation where I have had gastric bypass surgery that prevents me from binging in the way that I binged pre-op. But if I wanted to binge right now, 4 months post-op gastric bypass, I could binge. Don't fool yourself for a minute and think that I couldn't get around the rules here. I could find out a way if I wanted to binge. I just work very hard at not binging. Also, let me make a quick recommendation. I've said it before. I'll say it again. There is a book by Dr. Anita Johnston called Eating in the Light of the Moon. It teaches women how to trust in yourselves, allow yourself to feel without being afraid, and it also gives us a confidence in ourselves that no other book has done for me. Her writing techniques are just easy. It's easy to connect with. There wasn't a chapter that I read that I didn't have a personal connection to. Also, I know this is very private, so I don't want anybody to feel any pressure. I don't want anybody to feel you need to come out of the closet about your binging. This is for you to spend your own time alone and think about. I am here for anybody that wants support or has questions that I may have an answer to. When I was diagnosed with binge eating disorder, just so you all know, I had no idea I was a binger. I had no idea there was such a thing as binge eating disorder. None, until a therapist diagnosed me with it. I just went to a therapist pre-op so that I could get a better understanding of how to deal with my relationship with food post-op. You know, I wanted to fix the mental side of my issues. Where I knew the surgery would fix the physical, I knew that mentally I had to change. And all of a sudden, this therapist says to me, by the way, you have binge eating disorder. Do you know how I felt after she said that? I felt like $1,000,000. I wear my binge eating disorder badge with pride because I'm not afraid anymore. I feel like shouting it out from the rooftops. It's not my dirty little secret. It's not this guilty burden I have to carry around inside. I don't have to feel like I'm all alone. I'm out there for the world to see. Guess what, folks? I'm fat. But I'm doing something about it. And I'm proud of that. I really am. I'm proud of that. One other thing I did want to mention, because I can't stand that I go on and on in these videos. But also, something else to keep in mind in regards to binging, whether you binge on occasion or you binge enough to the point that you have an eating disorder, it's not about the food. Binging is not about the food. There's something that causes you to binge. You are somehow trying to cope with something. You are trying to suppress something. You're trying to deny something. I don't know what those things are, folks. That's your personal journey. That's what you need to figure out. You could be suppressing feelings. You could be denying something going on in your life, or you could be in denial about what you've done to your body. You could be in denial of how big you really are. I know I was. I looked in the mirror and saw a fat girl, but I didn't see 280-pound girl. I felt like a skinny person trapped in a fat person's body. And the strange thing is I've lost 84 pounds, and when I weighed 280 pounds, I didn't see 280 in the mirror. Now that I'm 196, all I see is 280 pounds. So the mind games are incredible that we play on ourselves. But what I'm proud of is that I'm working on it. I definitely suffer from body dysmorphia. I definitely still suffer from binge eating disorder, but I am dealing with it head on. And for that, I am proud of myself. I might not be fixed, but I'm getting fixed. I'm in the process, and that makes me feel good. So anyway, if anybody needs my support or has a question, please hit me up. I'm here for you. I know how hard this is, and if and when you want to talk about it, I'm definitely here for you. And I wish everybody the best of luck, and I will see you all on the flip side.